After 19 years, the Triple Rock Social Club is closing. Now, I want to do a little history of the Triple Rock, but I don't actually know the history, so I'm going to go into like my personal history with the Triple Rock. Now, I grew up in California as a skate punk nerd, whatever, and the hottest fucking shit was Epitaph and Fat Records. Everything they were putting out, like the pop punk jams, the skate punk jams, that was my jam. And when I moved to Minnesota, it kind of followed with me. There was a band called Dillinger 4, and Dillinger 4 was a Minnesota band that was signed to Fat Records. And one night, seeing this band, I remember hearing the rumblings of the Triple Rock. Like, Patty was on stage, and he was like, the reason why we haven't been playing that many shows is because we're trying to get the Triple Rock together. We're trying to get this bar together, and that's why we haven't been playing shows. So there was rumblings of the Triple Rock when I was younger. And here's the thing. I wasn't old enough to drink back when the Triple Rock first opened. So I just remember hearing about the Triple Rock. And then finally the Triple Rock got a venue side. And that venue side, I started going to shows. I mean, I was in my 20s. I was fucking there. Like, I have friends that were there every Tuesday for like a full 2 years or something like that. And I would often show up and hang out with them or meet up with them or whatever. And it was just a great time in just my personal life, you know. On top of that, like, back in the day, we used to fucking hold it down on Halloween. Like, I won a best costume contest, like my wife won a best costume, like my friends collectively won like the best group costume. It was like the best time of my life. Now, the older I got, like when I went to college, like my musical taste changes and stuff, but I would still go to shows at the Triple Rock, whether it be like punk or hip hop or indie rock or shoegaze or whatever kind of music it was. I would keep going there. And I understand, like, you know, when you're in your 20s and you listen to like a specific type of music, you kind of like stick with it depending on how you grew up. Like if you were stuck in this, like, you know, you have kids or whatever, then you kind of like veer towards this specific style of music and you don't really venture out any further. Well, the Triple Rock was great for that, but plus it was great to introduce music to you. Now, you know, as a skateboarder, I'm used to things getting taken away. Like when we like skate a spot and then it gets like knobbed, or we skate a spot and then like it just gets like bulldozed over, you know? And like I'm okay, I got my tricks in. I got my experience in there. But with the Triple Rock it's a little different because I feel like the Triple Rock, being that it's closing, that it's taking away like my ability to go to shows, which is untrue because I still go to shows in different venues and stuff, but like there's like this social interaction at the Triple Rock that I fell in love with. I mean, like, I've met friends there. I've met there's so many connections at the Triple Rock, and it sucks to see it go away. Now, why is this on shit I think about? Well, I've been a super sad boy for the last like fucking month or something. I'm pretty sad about it. But the Funks who own the Triple Rock, you know, like Dillinger 4 and Lifter Puller, like huge fans of them. Never got to meet them, but I wanted to say thank you. Thank you for doing this for like 19 years. 19 years is nothing to fucking sneeze at, you know? Like 19 years is a very fucking long time. And like it's awesome that they are being able to choose when they end it, as opposed to being like kicked out by a Whole Foods or something like that. And it's like a Viking funeral. I want to send it off. But it's the saddest thing about the Triple Rock closing is the next generation won't have that place. And maybe the next generation, fuck them. They don't need a place like the Triple Rock. They got Instagram or whatever. But man, like the Triple Rock is so important to me that I just want to thank like everyone who's worked at the Triple Rock, anyone who's played at the Triple Rock, anyone who had any investment in the Triple Rock. Like, thank you for like servicing our scene and the community of Minnesota. And I don't know what you guys are doing next, and like I hope you guys do something great or it makes you happy or whatever, but thank you for doing this for so long. And you know, the Trip Rock is one of those places that I hold so deep and like so emotionally connected that it's like the Trip Rock will always be shit I think about.